Hi everybody, it's Christy. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, February, is it the 10th already? Oh my goodness, I think it's the 10th. I am an event today, so I'm a couple minutes early. I'm just gonna go ahead and go live so that the girls can share me into the group. If you are new to my page, please say hi and tell me where you're from or how you found me. If you see the live red button, of course I'm live, you can talk to me. If you don't see the red live button, you can still talk to me anyway and I will respond. I'm super excited about today because I am in the creative kinship group. Michael is finishing up and he did a cute little multimedia heart. So I love it. I love it. Michael's a sweetheart. So come on in. Hey, Sandra, I'm glad I'm in the group now. Thank you for sharing me out. So today is all about incorporating a heart. Up after me is the wonderful Wacky Jackie, which we all know and love. So I can't wait to see what she's got in store for you. Thank you for sprinkling me. Okay, so I'm gonna give a couple more minutes because I think Michael's saying bye. I don't know, my phone froze on this side, so hopefully I'm good on this side. Today I'm actually doing some new things. So I love to do new things, and I'm actually trying a couple of new things out. So I'm excited about it. So hi, Joylyn. Hi, Janet. Janet's here. Welcome. And good morning or good afternoon, depending where you are. I have not had my coffee yet today, so it's going to be a later coffee day for me. We have some things that we're going to do around the house, but I'm so glad to be here. Okay, so today we are making a heart wreath. We are using our beaded heart wreath that you found. This you could find in Hobby Lobby. I know Hobby Lobby's been putting, hi Michael, you did a great job with that. Hi Tanya. Hi everyone. I know that Hobby Lobby's been putting their stuff out a little bit early, so you kind of got to hit the holiday before it actually gets too close so you can get the goodies. But I'm sure you can find a heart like this anywhere. So we're using some florals today. We're using some paints, and we're also using the big jumbo heart that we got from Dollar Tree. This is the package that it came in. These, a lot of the girls used for, a lot of people use topiaries. We're going to do something a little bit different. So I think I'm going to finish painting. I actually was doing some prep work for this because we are on that hour time mark and I didn't want to run out of time. And you guys know I love to talk and everything else. So I didn't want to run out of time and I wanted to try to finish. So I did do some prep work for this. Now, I want to emphasize that when it comes to Valentine's Day or hearts, it does not have to be girly. It does not have to be pink or red. It can be whatever color you want. And this I kind of made like a peach color because I wanted to be different. I love to be different. But I wanted to also emphasize that you do not have to just use your typical red and pink. A lot of people think Valentine's Day is red and pink. No, it could really be for any color. You can use blue. I know Michael used purple. You could use whatever color you like. So, hello Creations by Kim and Tony. Okay, so I started to get, this was painting. I started painting this, right? And this is going to take a lot of layers to kind of put on here. So what I decided to do was add a little bit of baking soda into my colors, and I actually mixed two colors. I'll show you the two colors I mixed. Hey, Crafted with Triple L. I wanted to show you I'll show you the two colors that I mixed, and then I added a little bit of baking soda because now, if you can see, it gives us this texture, and it doesn't look so, I don't want to say cheap, but it is from Dollar Tree. And it doesn't look, that you don't have to sit here and put a ton of that because this foam will just soak all that color in. So I saved this side for you guys. So I wanted to show you, I used the Apple Barrel Princess Pink, and I used a little bit less than this, and I used the orange sherbet. So I put these two colors together. And then this is the color that came out. And I did put some baking soda in there. So I'm going to paint this first. We're going to set it aside. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to my beads, because I'm going to do them a little bit different just to add a little bit more color, and it'll be really, really cute. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. And these actually, when you incorporate some kind of texture, it actually takes no time at all to paint it. I mean, it gives good coverage. I am just going to do one coat, but it's really up to you. If you want to do your own, you can definitely do 2 coats if you'd like. But because we're in a crunch time, and I'm going to just kind of let it sit here to dry for a little while I work on the wreath part, we'll just kind of wing it. And I'm just going to do the 1 coat. But it's really not going to take any time at all. And this is like, if there is a chalk paint that you cannot find or the store is out of, I know a lot of you, sometimes you cannot find that certain color, or the store doesn't have them in style. You guys, if you already have some acrylic paint and you cannot find that chalk paint and you need some type of texture or like a thicker consistency paint for any project, you can add just regular baking soda. I got mine at Home Depot last night because I didn't have any in my kitchen. I don't know why. But you guys could find just add just a tad bit. I would say maybe like a capful, like depending. So I just mix it right in like your Dixie cups or your regular paper plastic cups that you find at the party store. These just happen to be specifically for paint because I found them in my consignment shop craft store that's near me. So, hey, Faith with Crafting. If I miss you and I'm not saying hi, it's because I can't see the comment, or I just don't know you and I'm going to make sure I go follow you after today. Hey, oh, I know Sandy. Sandy's on here. You like that color? I want to do something other than pink, you know? Not everybody. I know a lot of people that do not like pink. And it's, you know, I'm sorry, but red is kind of hard to do. I don't find a lot of red shirts, which is why I got this one off Amazon. I don't find a lot of red anything. A really vibrant red, it's very hard to make that color. And I don't know, it's just, I know a lot of you use like the farmhouse, barnyard red. I can't always find that. But, you know, some people just either they don't like it or they can't, you know, it's a very deep color and it doesn't go with some other stuff. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys, you don't have to do just pink and red. It can be pretty much anything. I was going to do a blue one because I was inspired by one of my followers to do like a blue thing, but I think I'll save that for the next little craft that we do. Okay, so guys, that took barely any time. Now, granted, I did do the other side last night, but this is how it'll dry. Okay, so it's not gonna dry with that foam shape, like that pattern that's in the foam. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside. And now I have another trick to show you. Oh, you love it? I made it. So just in case you just joined, I made this peach color by mixing orange sherbet, a little bit more of the orange sherbet, and pink. So it's not so orange. I put a little bit of pink in it so it pops. Now, I will say there's a color out there and I do not know, I cannot find it anywhere, but it's called Dreamsicle. And one of the other crafters that I watch actually had that, and that's what inspired me to find and make this color. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So, all right, let me go ahead and move this over just so that we don't have any spills. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's crafters. There are a lot of talented people. So if you are new to all of this, or if you are new to either my page or any of the other pages, please go follow. They have some really great ideas, and a lot of them have different tricks and everything. Hi, Nancy. It's good to see you. My floors are a little weird, so that's why I'm like wobbling in my chair. My house is kind of like, I think it's at a slant back here because it's like an extra room that they built on. So, okay. So now we're going to work with this. I am going to put on some gloves because I want to actually make my wreath two-tone. So I'm not going to just do the regular bead color, I'm actually going to do it two tones. So what I'm going to do, and this is probably going to take a little bit of time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and every 3 I'm going to stain so that I have kind of a pattern going around. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm hoping it's going to look okay. So we will see. We will see. And I have a little trick to show you. So because I am not going to sit here and take this all apart and just do one at a time. So this is what I made. And actually I have to thank my husband for this because he's like, how are you going to not get that on there? Okay, so I just took the little cardboard that you got from your dollar store calendars. Very thin cardboard. I put a little slit in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do 3 plain, and then I'm going to put my cardboard here, and then I'm going to do 3 stained, and then I'm going to put my cardboard here. And yes, it might be a little tedious, but that's okay. I'm going to get this a new one out. And with my staining, I just kind of dip it in my antique wax, and I just use a baby wipe. So sometimes the baby wipe can even be a little big. I think I'm going to cut this so that I get good coverage. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to put gloves on because I don't want my fingers to be brown. I'm so happy you're here today, Christy. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I know, as soon as you messaged me, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't know all the elements I was going to put in this, but I knew exactly what I was going to do. All right, so obviously we want the stain over there so I don't knock it over. So I'm just going to go ahead and probably put a little too much, but that's all right. I can use the other baby wipe to kind of, ooh, well, guess that didn't work out very well. Let's see. Probably keep it in one spot and just work on the individual beads. Yeah, we'll do that. But basically that's how I wanted to get my look for like my beads to be different colors instead of pulling it all together. So can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me move it back a little bit. Mirabelle, you finally caught me live. Hey girl. Girl, I'm enjoying my treats you sent me. Now, I am going to do this really, really quickly today. I am not going to make it all perfect by all means. But this is just an idea if you want to do, or you can paint them individually and wait for them in between. But if you don't have that kind of time, this is what I'm going to do to stain every other bead today. And I'm going to see how it looks. I might have to take some of this out. So we're probably going to be here staining for a little while. I was going to try to do it ahead of time, but I was like, no, I'll just show them what I made, what I just created. Hopefully not a monster. Okay, and so now we're going to go ahead and do 3 plain, and then I'm going to move my 3 and start doing these guys. And I don't know, that was just my idea to do like the cardboard in between. Hi, Lindsay. What's up, Lindsay? Hey, Mel. Hey, Mel. All right, so we're just staining every other 3 beads, just so that we got like a double look going on. And once you get them, you know, dry, it's going to look better. And I'm actually going to let them kind of roll so I get good coverage on them. And I have not seen anybody else do this before. This was just something that I thought of like, what could I do to not get the other stain on those beads? But we'll see what happens. We'll see how successful it is. I'm going to come back over here actually, because I want to get this one again. All right, so now we do 3 regular and then 3 stained. So you guys see how I'm doing that? It's just an idea. It's an idea. It may be a great idea. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping. I just put a little slit in the cardboard. And some might be a little bit more darker than others, but that's okay because I wanted to bring out some natural wood color and just, you know, some different colors. Two-toned, if you will. Some people like the 2 tones. Now, if you guys are just joining, I am in an event today with the Creative Kinship. Most of you, that's why you're here, but I thank you for joining all of us. I am going to try to catch as much crafters as I can today, even if you have us down, you know, while you're doing the dishes or while you're folding laundry. It means a lot that you're here and watching or even just listening. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank Sandra and Tanya for having me. This is my second event ever, and I'm super excited. Okay, so we're going to do 3 plain. I don't want to mess up my pattern here. And then 3 with the stain. And then we're going to put this aside to dry, and then I'm going to show you what we're doing with our heart. I may have to dry our heart up just a little bit. We'll see. I have our little dryer here. Obviously, you want to make sure if you have like your nails just done or something, just wear gloves. Thank you for sprinkling me, Maribel. I appreciate it. Make sure you're following the Creative Kinship group. It's very similar to Kathy's group, but it's a little different. We have a fun time here, and all the crafters are pretty chill, and we just support each other. So that's what I really love about those types of groups. All right, so we're gonna skip those 3 and come down to these 3. So hopefully this doesn't take too much time. Crafting with Tony, thank you for sprinkling me, girl. I think I see your emoji. Yes, I do love that too. I think that's why this group is doing so well, because we all support each other. Because let's just face it, you can't get anywhere in life without help, support, love from other people. You just can't. I'm not all about, you know, myself. I like to share. I like to share with people. This is why I do what I do. I started my page almost a year ago, and I did it because I have a love and I guess sort of a talent for crafting. At least that's what everybody tells me. And I know there's people out there that I've talked to or I have acknowledged that have said to themselves or have said to me, oh, I could never do that. I'm not talented enough, you know, and they just need a little bit of boost and belief. So I'm here to kind of give them that boost and belief that anyone can do what we do, as far as crafting goes. So you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have a ton of money. You can find creative ways to make things or home decor virtually anywhere. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I started my page. That's my little intro, if you will. So what is everybody doing this weekend? I know we have our Super Bowl. It's coming. I know probably a lot of you watch for the commercials. I think everybody kind of enjoys watching the funny commercials because we all need a good laugh in the world, especially today's world. Yes, Michael. I actually love to watch football. My husband does not. He kind of leaves the room whenever I watch football. Imagine that. He's just not a big sports person. He used to play football, like pee-wee football and stuff. I don't really have a favorite team. I'm just kind of gonna watch and, you know, just kind of enjoy the firiness of all the fans. Janet. Oh, but that's why I like to watch that, and I do like to watch the commercials. So I know our team, I'm in Florida, so our team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won a few years ago, the Super Bowl, and that was fun. It was fun to watch. They had a big parade downtown, and you know, our town, Tampa Bay, gets crazy. We have a lot of people. It's very populated. Not like New York City or anything, but we do have some crazy some crazy fans down here. So gotta get more stain. All right, so this is going to be tricky. So I got 3 there, which I'm going to put these down. And I will say the paint is getting them a little bit, but you can even make a plastic one if you wanted. So let me move this over here. Does anybody have a favorite team? Oh, Sharon, you made it. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. I'm in my event today. My creative kinship. I did put the link there, and I think I posted it, the post before this video. So you'll have to go, like, click on my profile picture and go back to my page if you are not following the group. And I did post the group on a separate post. For some reason, it wasn't going to let me go live with the page on there. So hopefully I did it properly. If I didn't, I am so sorry if I did not. But you guys could always go to the page itself if you just type in Creative Kinship, and you'll see it there. Not the Super Bowl. Not into the Super Bowl. Good morning, Peggy. Hello, I'll be crafting Amy. How are you? All right, so I know time flies when you're having fun, so I'm going to try to finish this up. I'm trying to finish up the whole wreath, so hopefully this will work out. So I'm just kind of two-toning every 3 beads on this wreath, Amy. That's what I've been working on. So I'm just using my little, I made these little separators with cardboard. And I am wearing gloves. And this is just so you don't have to take the whole thing apart. And I'm just kind of rolling it with the, and you can go back later with a brush and just kind of like get the parts you missed. But, all right, so there's 3 there. I think I only need to do it a couple more times. Probably about 2 more times. We got crazy fans here in Massachusetts. Hold on. We are good, but since Tom Brady left us, we're horrible now. Oh, I know. And Tom Brady came to us. Oh, Tom Brady came to us, Maribel. I stay out of the whole business of all that. I know that everybody was really sad. I couldn't believe he was coming here. Like, I even told my friend who's a huge Tampa Bay fan, I even told her, I was like, Tom Brady's going to come to the Bucks? Because this was like when COVID was first happening or whatever. And she's like, no, he's not. We can't afford them. And I was like, or him. And I was like, oh, no, it looks like it. And then sure enough, we got the announcement a few weeks later. I think it was right before COVID hit, right when COVID hit, something like that. But it was crazy. Like, people couldn't believe it. And then, of course, everybody became a Tom Brady fan here. All right, so for me, I like Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw, who's now an announcer. He was really good. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Don't hold that against me. Howdy, howdy. Oh, I love when you guys say hi to each other. All right, so I am definitely running out of baby white, but I only have a few more to do. I think I got a little bit of this on it, but that's all right. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I will say, any of you that go to like the craft shows and you see these wreaths, I can tell you why they're a little pricey. Oh, you're in Pittsburgh, Tony? I actually used to live in McKeesport, outside of Pittsburgh, and I used to work in West Mifflin, and I used to work at, like, they had DirecTV there, so I used to be there. My son lives in Pittsburgh now, near White Oak. He lives with his uncle. He's in his 20s right now, but we're always Pittsburgh fans here. No, hold that against me. But yes, I do like my, okay, so white ones, and then we're going to do our brown ones. And it might come off a little even. I am in, is that Etna? Elna? I'm not sure where that is. My son also used to live in Philly too, where the Eagles are. So, all right, so I'm going to stick this to the side when I'm done with this so we can work on our heart. I can see that it's dried a little bit. I'll probably need to push it along. But you guys tell me if you like the two-tone look. It's okay. If we don't like it, we can always just, you know, dye the rest, antique up the rest. I probably should have done these, a few of them ahead of time, but that's all right. There's the 3. And I love using these little separators too. I tell you, they helped me. The end here will probably do 2 and 2. Hi, Teresa. We're on the other side of Lawrenceville, downtown Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. I think I was on the other side. Is that the other side? I can't remember. I have to say, it was 2006 when I lived there, and I wasn't there very long. I only lived there I didn't get out much, I'll tell you that. I had like no friends, and it's kind of why I moved back to Florida, because I just couldn't anymore. Hi, Sandy. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I am dyeing some beads with some antique, but we're only doing like half and half, so. I was trying to not, okay, so I'm going to do these 3. I'm going to do this one and this one. I'm going to leave those plain. I was trying to not pull this thing apart. That was my whole goal, was to not pull it apart. Okay, we got a little bit on there, but that's all right. I'm kind of going fast. Okay, so let's see. We're about 30 minutes in. That should be okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these in the trash because we can't really use them anymore. And I'm going to stick my wreath over here. So that's how it looks, just so you guys can see. So do you like the two-tone look to it? I kind of like it. I think it adds a little bit of something. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and, do I have this plugged in? Yes, I do. I'm just going to kind of dry this real quick, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to string it through. We're going to put it on the actual frame. You love it? Awesome. I know, I love this color. This is a color that I made. I'll show you guys, in case you're just joining, I'll show you how I made this color. Two-tone beads look nice. Yeah. Thank you. They're not all perfect, but it's okay. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. Almost dry. Okay, that's about as dry as we're gonna get right now. All right, so I know some of these hearts are very, very soft and hard to work with, especially because you don't want them to fall apart. I think by adding the texture to it, I made it just a little bit more, I don't want to say heavy, but probably a little bit more sturdy because that texture is on it now and it's stuck on there. I am going to, if I can find my tool, there we go. We are actually going to string the top of this so we can put it at the top of that. So I'll show you what I kind of came up with. And I tested this a little bit last night, not with the heart because I only had one of those, but we'll see what happens with it. I'm actually going, I think I'm going to tie this. Now I'll show you what this is because I tested it with a skewer and the skewer broke because I was trying to feed it through. But does anybody know where I'm going with this? I have to figure out where I want to put it exactly, but I'm going to go ahead and tie this fishing line. This is a piece of metal hanger, okay? So it is the flat piece that's on the bottom of the metal hanger. I actually am trying to imitate a needle and thread so that I can stick this into my heart and string through my, yes, like a hanging heart. So I can stick this through, hopefully, and put the fishing line through here. So this is the part I'm nervous about. We'll see what happens. Hi, Dad. My dad's watching. Yes, we're making a hanging heart. So I don't want to put it because this is very grooved and I don't want it to like pull out the top. That's what I'm afraid of. So I think I'm going to put it down a little bit, probably more toward the middle, but we're not going to really see the fishing line. So, all right, here's the moment of truth because we're running out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of stick this through. And then very carefully, I'm going to try to run it. Actually, I should have done it the other side, but that's all right. I'll just move my, it might push it, but I'm not sure. I did test this theory out with something different yesterday. I probably am going to have to make that hole just a tiny bit bigger. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually tape it so it actually comes through. That's what I did last night. I actually taped it so that it sticks to the end when the other end is coming through. I hope it works. This foam is a little bit different than the foam I used last night, so we'll see what happens. But this is just another crazy brainstorm I had in the middle of the night on what we can do. A shorter needle. Well, I kind of wanted to get it, I could do a shorter one. I did this so that I could have a thick enough one because I have another big, huge project that I'm working on this today, which is going to be more of like a put together video. You can probably feed the fishing line through the hole now. It's possible. I'm going to see if that's what my second plan was if this doesn't work. So that's what I'm going to try. So now that I have that little hole. Yeah, I have to find the hole again. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger with this. But if you're not going for, you know, this type of look, yeah, I think I'm going to have to find the other piece of the hole. Okay, that's all right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and make my hole. That didn't work like the other one last night. And I'm going to try to just make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to feed through. Hopefully it works. I'm going to try it one more time because I'm not a quitter. Nope, that won't go through. All right, that's all right. I'm going to see, because fishing line, I work with fishing line a lot. I make terrariums with these. It's what I hang them with and stuff. I'm just hoping it will poke through the other side. It's hard to keep it still because this heart is so thick. I'm not a quitter, but I could feed it through now. Oh, well, I made a bigger hole on the other side, but I kind of need that, so that's okay. Hi, Christy and friends. Wacky Jackie's in the house. Whoop, whoop. Wacky Jackie, we all know and love, she is after me today. And I am hoping that this might not work as much as I want. I'm going to try from the back. I'm going to try one time from the back. And if that doesn't work, I'll keep working on this. And we'll just do something a little bit different. Are you coming through? It's just so thick, and I think that's part of the problem. You got this, girl? I'll tell you when I have 15 minutes left. Okay. Well, it's only 11:30, so I'm not sweating or anything yet. I do want to try to make this. Yeah. I got it coming out of both ends, but that's all right. I'm going to try one more thing, and if that doesn't work, we're going to go ahead and do plan B, which is to just basically glue the back and glue ribbon on it. So I was hoping to get this through here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to, at least not on that side. So that's all right. We didn't really ruin our heart, which I'm not really worried about. So that plan didn't work. It was a good idea, though, as long as it was going to work. I don't have a bead threader. No, Joylyn. I've seen some people use them, but I don't know where to get them. That's what I was trying to accomplish with this, but obviously it didn't work, so that's okay. All right, let me plug my glue gun in, and then we'll work on our other stuff. Oh. Now I know what it's like for, you know, our friends that sell wreaths, why they have such a big, they have a little hefty price tag because they're harder to make. Oh, Amazon has them? Okay, I will definitely look. Would it work with something like this, though, with the foam? Now I feel dumb. I didn't even know there was. I've seen a few people use them for, like, I can't remember what they used them for. But, no, I have not seen them, actually. But I actually work with a lot of fishing line. Like I said, I make my terrariums with them. I don't have my terrariums out, but I actually thread twine on top of them, and I make it so that it can hold, like, I usually do 35 or 50 pound. Bead threaders are great for any holes. Oh, okay. You guys know more than me. And Peggy, I still keep telling Peggy she needs her own page. Oh, okay. I will definitely look. I will definitely look. I was trying to save, you know, my idea. But like I said, I only had one of these hearts and I didn't want to ruin it. So, all right. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it right in there in the middle. And I will worry about what I'm going to do at the top in a second. So let me get this on. I know the foam is hard to do with hot glue. I'm hoping it doesn't. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do tacky and see if it'll. You have extra? I'll put it in the mail. Okay. Thank you, Sandra. I know I got to get a package out to you, girl. I'm going to put a little bit of tacky on here, because we're probably not going to finish the whole thing. I'm hoping we do, though. But I'm just going to kind of hold that in place. And I'll probably put some glue over it later. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. That was not working out well. Hi, Caroline Crisco. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start with this, because we've got it with the two tones. I'm going to take this price tag off. I got this 40% off. It was a pretty good deal for like the size and what you get. I think though they had them at Dollar Tree, but they were a little bit smaller. So I'm just not happy with that heart, but we'll come back to it because I'm probably going to have to just glue it. All right, so I don't do a lot of floral, but I'm doing floral today. So we are actually just going to decorate the bottom only, and then we're going to have the heart hanging. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay. So I already got my little pipe cleaners, And we could use glue, but I'm just gonna see how the pipe cleaners are gonna work today. I did try a little bit of, and I might even add some lace to this. So I did try this a little bit. So I actually cut my pipe cleaners to size, especially if I'm using small floral. And I'm probably gonna end up hanging this on my front door. Currently I have a cute little arrangement with a butterfly, so it's springy, but I'll probably put this one on for Valentine's. So like I said, I like to try new things, and I am trying a lot of new techniques today. In front of you, I'm your guinea pig. So what I want to put though is actually I found this piece. It's done like already. So I'm going to put this one in the middle, because this is where I want, this matches my heart. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one at the very bottom. I feel like there needed to be like one more bead on this heart to make it even, but it could be my OCD talking. I don't know. You guys, these little crates right now are on sale for 84 cents at Hobby Lobby. So if you happen to go into Hobby Lobby today, look for those crates. They're great for craft shows or any type of like presentation. If you want to get like any type of storage for like your craft shows, it's actually really, really cool. All right, so I'm going to bead this through here. And I'm not really worried about the back of my wreath because that's not going to show, but I'll probably incorporate some lace and stuff in here later. So I'm going to put this one here. Sometimes less is more, right? Has anybody watched the Netflix series, The Chocolatiers? Do you have large zip ties? I could tap the fishing line and put it through. I do have zip ties. Maybe I will try that as a last resort. Maybe we'll try that one more time. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. I'm in an event today. We are doing incorporating a heart, which I'm actually incorporating flowers into my heart. So I don't know. I guess I understood the assignment. Right, Sandra? I incorporated a heart into my craft and incorporated the flowers into the heart. So let me get this to stay a little bit more back here. Just to kind of give it some support. And I am not really a wreath maker at all. In fact, I don't know if I ever made a wreath on live before. So now you guys get to see the first of it all. I'm going to try that, Tony. I have them. I think I see them right in front of me. I am not entirely sure. But we'll see what happens. That's probably the most things I say is, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, I want to incorporate a little bit of this. I need a smaller one. But we'll see. This is like I'm your guinea pig. Thank you for sprinkling me. Okay, so I got about 15 minutes. I actually see my clock on this phone, Sandra. I never really see it, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to see my time or not. This is my other phone I didn't see my time on. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for sprinkling me, Tanya. All right, so I'm going to just twist that one around, and I'm going to put one more of the bigger flowers here. And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up with the other idea I had. I got this a little backwards, but that's all right. Has anybody got some other fun plans this weekend besides Super Bowl? Are you guys doing any Valentine's Day stuff early? We might go out to eat so we don't have to get caught up in the crowds. Next Saturday, I am going to be at our Florida State Fair. And if I can, I'm going to go live because every year they always have Highland cows. So, well, last year they only had one, but that was okay. I got to feed a Highland cow and pet him, and he was so cute. I think it was a boy or a girl. I'm not sure. So there is that. I kind of want to push this up a little bit. Let me put a little pipe cleaner back here because I wanted to hold this side up. And I thought I had one more. I do have one more. I'm going to stick on the other side just so it branches out. Now, the other idea I had with that, yes, I am going to go live because I know you all love them. We craft with them. They're just so adorable. I will post the picture I got last year, but this year I'm going to try to go live. I am hoping it's not entirely too busy when I go. I may have to wait for the crowds to kind of go in and out. But I told my husband I have to go live when we go see the Highland cows and the llamas because I love the llamas. I know Manny's Paper Fun loves the llamas too. He loves llamas. I am. I'm definitely gonna go live with the Highland cows. I hope they have them this year. I mean, I'm assuming they will because they had them the last 2 years we were there. And we go every year, so that's what we're doing. We're doing that for my sister-in-law's birthday. Okay, so there is that. And now I'm going to try Tony's idea. Give me 1 second, guys. Zip ties. And just a hack for you, if you guys have zip ties like this is my hack. You cut just a little slit on the side of the package so you can pull them out and they don't all fall out. I don't know where I found that or learned it, but that's my hack for you. Or anything like that. Oh, 15 minutes. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. We're going to attempt this one more time. Where's that silly, you know what? I'm going to get what I did with it. I have my fishing line. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I'm going to try new. We're going to try new. Because I really want to see this work. I don't know if it's going to work, but we will try. I have this size. It might just barely get through, but we'll see what happens. I think you said tape, Tony, right? I wish I had like, what is it? That stuff that like you can pop over, like not smell-o-vision, but you know, you could just hand me that tool with the phone. I wish we had that, right? That would be fun. All right, let me see. This one might work. This one might work, Tony. I'm not giving up, girl. Oh, there we go. It just doesn't want to find the other end. No, it just doesn't want to find the other end. That's all right. I got my trusty glue gun, and you know what I might do? Instead of fishing line, because it's the zip tie that's not going through that foam. That's a great hack. I did it too. Oh, you do it too? Yes. I don't know where I found it. I don't know where I found it. I think I saw it on the internet once, and I was like, I use that all the time, and that has happened to me. I do a lot of, when my kids were little, and even now, I do a lot of costume making for Halloween, and I mean, I did a ton of zip ties when I was Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I wore my hair up, and I had like the black dress. Hi, Nicole. And I had my gloves on, and I made a window with all this jewelry. Like it was breakfast at Tiffany's, and I like had like little boxes for it and everything. It was super cute. So I'd used a lot of zip ties, and I actually would keep extra zip ties on me in case part of the costume would fall apart for me walking around with it. Because I used to do like all of the parties and contests and things. I was a little competitive that way. But anyway, I would actually keep the zip ties around, and I was, you know, I literally have had that happen where all of them fell out. So it's real life. It's real life. All right, so we're going to try this. One last little attempt to try to get this to work. So I'm going to hold, basically what I did was I put some hot glue there, which I know hot glue might seep into there, but as long as I get it to hold until I can hang it. And I just kind of made a knot, so it's not just a little piece. And now it's just wanting to stick to my hands. It's not hot. It's not that hot. Yesterday I was have any of you have the Ryobi glue guns? I literally, those really hot ones, like you can see the steam coming out the glue. I was working on my big project, which I will post to my page when it's done. But I actually got burned by it last night, and I was hurting for a good while. I was hurting for a good while. But I took myself to Lowe's to get another piece for my project, and it kind of like, it helped me. It helped me kind of get over it. Okay, so I have 10 minutes left. I think I'll be okay. I am just going to kind of wait for this glue to dry on here for a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work that well. The only other thing I can do is put like a pin in it, or I could staple it, but foam is very hard to work with. The twine matches yours. Yes, stained beads. That's why I was like, I had my twine on here from last night, so I was like, maybe I'll just do the twine, because it's not going to matter if we see the twine, because it's shabby chic. Cheryl! Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl's Farmhouse. I love you, girl. How are you? I had twine out last night because we were making these cute little bunny carrots. I'm so glad you hopped on. Welcome, welcome. I can't wait to see what Jackie's doing next. Jackie, are you pretty much ready? I hope you're almost ready, girl. We've got you going. All right. I'm going to work on getting that attached, but I am going to go ahead and put it on here just to kind of show you what it looks like. The only other thing that I was going to do on here, which I probably will not have time, is either put a bow or a little bit of lace incorporated somewhere. So I will work on that. I'm behind the scenes. And of course, you know, I will post a picture. Thank you. I appreciate it. I kind of want it to hang a little bit, so I don't want that. I want it to be that. There we go. I can always cut my twine. Always make sure you're cutting enough twine. I'm going to do a triple knot just in case. But I will definitely try the bead threader once I get it and see if I can like revamp it, redo it. But basically, it's definitely gonna like go like that. But it can sit like that, right? So that is, there is my heart. Now, what I could do, actually, you guys, I just had a vision. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I am going to stick it in the bottom of here, and I'm going to stick it here. So I just fixed it. Look at my genius self. Hold on, guys. Let me make a hole. I could actually use that metal hanger to do it. I make a hole first, because we don't care if there's a little stick coming out the back. I made a hole. Now I can put my skewer in. Oh, I love it. Now it won't go anywhere if I attach it here. Oh, Look at me. I'm a genius sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm a genius. See, we don't need that. We don't need that anymore. All right. Hold on, guys. How much time? 8 minutes. I'm good. All right. I'm actually going to attach this in a couple different places to the back of my flower. It might be a little lopsided, but once it's hanging up against the door, it's not gonna go anywhere. But that's what I'm gonna do. You could probably do 2, maybe 2 on each side, just to get it this way. Keeping it crafty, Sandra. Oh, Cheryl's saying hi to everybody. Everybody's in here. It's the Creative Kinship. I'm so excited that you're here, Cheryl. I've been seeing all your lives lately. I love them. Of course, I'm your guinea pig, and this is what we had to do. We had to go through all of the no's and the nots. Hello, Nicholas. I was hoping you were going to come on today, hon. How are you? I can't wait for your next event. I watched the last one. You did a good job. You and Amy did a wonderful job. All right, so I am probably, where's that zip tie at? I can probably use the zip tie too. Sometimes you just need a little help, and that's why we always like to have our friends with us, right? And I can always cut this zip tie. But this will give it the little sturdiness that it needs. And I'm going to use one more for the base. We'll get it one way or another, guys. We'll get it. Minutes. Thank you for being here. Aw, thank you for having me, Sandra. I hope you all go enjoy all of the wonderful crafters that we have here. I know I've said it a million times. Even if you keep us on for just a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Even if, oh, even my husband is giving me my time. He's so funny. I know I've said that a million times, but I truly appreciate and love all of you. Wacky Jackie's next. I can't wait. I'd love to see her live. She has the cutest little lives. Okay, so I am going to work on that a little bit, but look at this, guys. Isn't it cute? Wait, hold on. I'm throwing stuff at me. I'm throwing stuff at me. Isn't this really, really cute? Now, this would be really, really cute with a bow up top, or even just a little rag bow on the side. But do you love my colors? I really wanted to implement something other than pink, and I know it looks a little pink, but it's peach. It's like a peach color. Thank you for all the hearts, you all. Sandra's laughing at me because I'm throwing everything. After a live, I swear I have like an hour cleanup time in here because of the mess I made. But some of the messiest crafts are the cutest crafts, I have to say. I'm so glad you love the color. Yes, it was a little trial and error, but actually it doesn't look bad sitting at the bottom like that because of where I put the flowers. So, but I really loved your opinions, guys. And thank you so much for all of your help and suggestions. Do you love the two-tone beads though? Doesn't it give it like a little something? It doesn't look so plain. That's why I wanted to do it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hang this on my door. I'm probably going to put a little bit more brace to this, but I love it. I love it. You're a coral girl? Yes, this is definitely coral. I was having everybody guess the color of my nail. Look at me. Hi. I was having everybody guess the nail polish, my color nail polish, what the name of it was. And my mom got it right. And she didn't even know. She didn't even know I bought it. But it's flamingo. It's flamingo. So it's it's in the peach side, sort of. So I have my little flamingo back here because I'm from Florida. So she's kind of like my mascot. And then I found out about Willie, and he loves pink flamingos, right, Sandra? Anyway, Jackie, are you about ready, dear? I don't know, she probably jumped off to get her stuff together. I can't wait to watch her. But I'm so glad you guys love this. I will definitely be posting a picture. If you don't follow me, I'd love to have you come join my page. I'm usually on in the evenings on weekdays, and sometimes on the weekends. We go on field trips and do different things. So definitely follow me if you want the cow. If you want to see the Highland cow next weekend. Oh, I got to do my hearts because it's the heart. So this is how I will leave. This is how I will leave you all today with much love. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Sandra, am I good to go off? Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Oh, thank you guys. I put it down. I can't hold it anymore. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Go ahead and watch Wacky Jackie. I can't wait to see we all know and love her, and I cannot wait to see what she makes. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.